There's a lot of different ways to light up, whether you're lighting a bowl or a pipe or something that you rolled up. You can use a lot of different things to get it started. I'm actually planning on doing a video on the different ways to light up a bowl or light up very soon. So make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know your favorite way to light up so I don't forget it. But one of the ways that I get asked about a lot, and somebody actually asked me the other day on my Twitch stream, kind of reminded me to make this. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. I go live at 9 p.m. Eastern for a smoke sesh. But matches. Have you ever lit up with a match before? It's one of the less common ways to light up, but some people do it here and there. I've done it a bunch of times in the past. I don't specifically recommend doing it, but it can work in the pinch. You see, the match tips have like sulfur and potassium chlorate. They have some chemicals to get it started that you don't really want to inhale. So if you're ever using a match, let it burn a little bit. Let the head burn off. Maybe I'll just show you real quick. That green stuff you wouldn't want to light up with, but once that burns away, once you give it a moment to burn away, you can light up with the stick. And honestly, it's like super thick hemp wick. It's like hemp stick, but it's wood. So I don't like smoking with hemp wick because you really taste the string. It's not getting rid of the nasty butane taste like a lot of people claim. It's adding a terrible string taste. And this adds the taste of a stick. They actually have like scented and flavored matches, you know? The ones you light up after you go number 2 to hide the smell. A regular one will work, but the scented ones. I've seen like paper matches or they're cardboard. They got the wood stick ones. There's a lot of different kinds out there. But really, yeah, you're smoking the stick. Now, something else to consider is a lot of tobacco pipe smokers use a match to light their pipe. So what does that tell us as weed smokers, as bowl smokers ourselves, if we're putting in a pipe? Bro, do the opposite. Tobacco smokers are crazy. They smoke tobacco. Nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously, don't smoke tobacco. It's really bad. Says the guy who smokes weed. Anyway, but I looked into this. Tobacco smokers like to use a match because it burns cooler. You light a tobacco pipe a little bit different. You're not trying to burn the whole thing and take it all in one hit like I like to do with a bowl of flour. You kind of get it lit slowly and you're supposed to take slow puffs on it. I think the tobacco burns hotter too, so a big hit would wreck you. Shout out to people in Australia just wrecking chops right now. But the approach to smoking a tobacco pipe is a bit different. You kind of just sit there and you chief on it for a bit longer. We're like a good hit of that delicious green herb that we all like. That's going to be done in like 20 seconds. If you do it right, maybe you didn't finish it in one, you got to hit it again. But the whole approach to smoking them is different. So while a matchstick does burn at a lower temperature than like a lighter, for example, you're not really lighting the bowl the same. So I don't think it matters that much. Like when I light a bowl of flour, if it's a nice big bowl, I don't try to make sure the flame touches every bit of flour. You have a really hot flame, you're gonna scorch everything off. I try to light the top of the bowl, and then after it's lit, you pull the rest of the flame or the cherry through the bowl. You don't wanna just hit the whole thing with the flame, light it all on fire all at once. That's how you do really hot hits. Those are terrible. So the approach is a little bit different, but actually before this video, I went and I looked up some lighters versus matches for tobacco pipe smokers just to hear a perspective. I found a really interesting video from a guy named Matches860, but unfortunately reading through the comments, it looks like he passed away. So rest in peace to that dude. I watched him smoke a pipe and talk about matches and lighters. Seemed like a great dude. If you're into tobacco pipe smoking, you want to see some interesting videos, check out Matches860. Rest in peace, dude. But in his video talking about it, he outlined some things that I've experienced before. Sometimes when you light a match, the head of the match flies off and it's a little ball of fire. You literally shoot a ball of fire. Doesn't happen all the time, but it is pretty interesting when it happens. And another thing that I've experienced that I didn't think about, he had an ashtray made of an empty can of cat food, and he said was full of ash and little matchsticks in there. And he went to dump a pipe out, I guess, and it had some lit tobacco in there. And the ignited tobacco lit the matchsticks that were in there, because you only use the tip of the matchstick, then you put it out. But if you put them in your ashtray, you got little wood in there. You got little kindling ready to burn. So he's talking about barreling down the highway, dumping his bowl out and lighting his ashtray on fire and starting a mini fire in his car. It painted an interesting visual for me. I don't smoke in my car or anything like that, but that actually sounds wild. So just be careful if you smoke matches and you throw them in your ashtray. You're setting up a good bit of firewood and you can get something going if you have a lot of them in there. But damn, I thought that was a really good story. Rest in peace, Matches860. I might watch some more of his videos. I don't really smoke tobacco, but it just seemed like a good dude. I'm just gonna show his channel real quick in case anybody wants to look for it. Here it is, and let me see if I can find that video. This is the video that I watched. Matches or lighters, where he told the story. Looks like he's got some interesting ones on there. His videos are pretty cool. He went by matches, but he preferred using lighters. Rest in peace, my dude. Either way, let me know. Have you ever used a match to light up? Was it like using a super thick, solid hemp wick? Or were you like, man, this makes my bowl taste better? Drop a comment, let me know. Come get high with me on Twitch. I do a smoke sesh every night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Link your Amazon Prime. Give me that Jeff Bezos money. And if you never saw the time I ate Korean munchies, check out this video right here. I got some pretty interesting munchies over there in Korea. Have a lit day, my dudes.